Hey, all, what's up? Well, here it is Saturday, 2 days after a big windstorm. And, yeah, I'm on the trail. I took the hard road to get here. And I was just about to turn around. Shh. Yeah, I got Daisy with me. And I was just about to turn around and head back and check out some of the storm damage when I happened to see this turtle walk out of the weeds here. Here, look at this guy. Looks like he's headed into the swamp. Been around a while. Came from this trail right here. Well, like I said, I did take the hard road to get here. And I figured I'd come here, turn around, and check out some of the storm damage on the old camp trail. I think that's what we're gonna do. Hey, calm down. Just a turtle. That was kind of cool. Not too bad today. It's about 68 degrees right now. Mostly sunny. And we're on our usual camp trail. Most of the day, 2 a.m. and 8 p.m. the next day. And we were at camp, and it blew a lot of campers, tables, and chairs and things around pretty good. No major damage occurred. We did have a couple limbs come down, but we got no damage. Had some debris to clean up around the yard. We had to talk about it. So let's take a ride down here and see what it looks like. Well, right off the bat, there's a tree across the trail. There. Navigate around this thing. limbs and leaves and debris down across the road in most of the areas. I didn't see anything major, but folks had a whole day to clean up, so. Now here I'm starting to pick up some leaves and little sticks and stuff on the sides of the trail that were blown in. Oh, look at the deer there. Watch this. Right across the trail. Oh, they were just running. On the right side was down. That's been down for a good while. But a lot of this is blowdowns that just recently occurred. That one there is new. Somebody that fell across the trail, somebody cut it. Pick up, oh, yeah, there was another one somebody cut up. I don't know if you can really see the debris falling onto the trail. There's quite a bit of it. power went out, I don't know, in the morning, 10, 11 o'clock. Went out maybe 2 or 3 minutes and then went back on. And later on, about 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it went out, stayed out, it was out. And the wind was blowing pretty good, it was raining and everything. You don't notice it too much during the day. But then it got around, dinner time, the power was still out. And we got to notice that the power wouldn't be on until about midnight. And of course, some folks left. And there was no word on when it was, going to be turned on after that. Well, of course, I went to bed about 2 o'clock. I got up, still no power. And then there was a notice that it would be on around noon. Well, we found out since then that the whole town was out. Restaurants closed, a lot of places closed up because the whole town was out. Well, we did the best we could and made it through all right. And then around noon, just like they said, the power didn't come back on. And so Friday night, most of the regular campers did show up. And today they're doing a lot of cleanup and stuff. Tree that came down across the trail that somebody had cut up. Thank you, whoever did that. All right, all right. How are you?
Nice. Nice day for a ride.
Yeah, did you see some of the wind damage that was done?
Yeah, we're trying to
We're
cut
cutting.
some of them.
We're cutting it open now.
How are you?
Yeah.
Were you up on the other side of Bliss at all?
No, we
No.
came from Bliss, just this way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets
All right.
better that way. There's
Yeah.
one trail down by Shearing Road that's down, but you
Okay.
can get around that with no
Yeah, we're
problem.
going all the way to Smith's, and so we're cleaning to there, and then we'll do the other one maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, cool.
Yep. Alrighty.
Awesome. Have a great
Good.
day.
Take it easy.
All right, bye-bye. How are you? Well, we know, kids. There's our one Fox den. Right there. We've had some traffic on this thing today, so. Well, we had these two trees that were forming an arch since last fall, but now they're one of them is completely broken, and that's going to come down at any time. We got this stuff here. Got this stuff that came down. There's a big tree that came down across. Somebody had to cut up. Look at that mess. Look at that. So this trail was completely closed up. Here's one that came down past year. Here's one that just broke. Yeah. That one over there. That's been broken since last year. Right here are fresh. They're blow down. On both sides. They're on both sides. Some crap across the trail. That's fresh. That's new. All this stuff is new. All this stuff. So we've had a couple big trees come down across the trail. A lot of small stuff. But I'm glad it's all cleaned up. fox dens now. This is where the fox dens are. out now. White debris across the trail here, sticks and leaves and stuff. Let's see. Across the trail, and somebody cut that. That was across the trail. Big tree here fell across the trail. Look at this. Somebody had to cut part of it up. We got blowdowns on both sides. I don't know if you can see it over there. This big one fell across the trail. Somebody had cut it. Oh, we got a little one across the trail here. A bunch of this blew down. Got it on both sides. Sorry about all the camera movement, but come down. That'll block the trail. I got some blowdowns and stuff here. Stuff that was cut. Big one right here. It fell and broke on the trail. The other side goes to the other side, right there. That was across the trail. So, all in all, it wasn't too bad. We had a couple big ones across the trail. We got one up there. I don't know if you can see it. That's going to be a mess up there. But the trail's open. I'm thankful to the folks that did cut those big trees and move them out of the trail for us. And it wasn't too bad. I think that's going to be it for today. And I'll do another one tomorrow, the next day, when I head out the opposite direction tomorrow by the Arch Bridge and Lost Nation and that. See what happens. So until then, have a great day. We'll see ya.